right. Hello, hello. Saludos, Sergio. Let's do it. All right, so we're still waiting for everybody to trickle in. First map is going to be Cargo. Cargo, an exciting map. It looks like we have everybody in. Here we go. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. Tonight's match is going to be RGM versus Vincent's Vipers. Here are your players. First objective is going to be on the south side, I believe. South side it is. It's going to be south side pipeline. I forgot the lane 4. Waiting for the players get ready up in tent. We have everybody's in. We're just waiting on RGM to get settled. Bit of planning goes a long way. Excited for this one. Can't wait to see what happens. For those of you just joining in that are not familiar with Onward, Onward essentially is the CS:GO of VR. You have an attacking team in the form of Marsoc and a defending team in the form of Volk. The objective is to defend this satellite. The satellite has a small ring around it. Within that circle, you are able to enter a 6 or 7 digit code. The code is randomized at the start of each round, and entering the code is worth 2 entire round wins. The objective is to either kill the entire other team to gain 1 round win, or take the objective on assault to gain 2 round wins. Cargo, a very close range map. Obviously not a lot of distance to travel to get to objective. Marsoc will spawn right around, ooh, God, my controls. Will be spawning right around back here. Their main goal to get to that objective. There's only 4 lanes to push through. Lanes 1, 2, 3, and 4. Still waiting on RGM to get settled. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. Well, we're looking forward to it. Here we go. Here are your players. RGM playing Bravo, Chaos. I think that's Jester, That Thick, and JK Enthusiast. I'm not sure who that is. We're getting into it. Here we go. Why am I over here now? There we go. All right. Vipers, talking about watching the stream afterwards. Heck yeah. We're watching. We know what you said. RGM going to be pushing off. Let's see where they push to. First and foremost, I want to see what the defense is from Vipers. Glamrob holding a very common position watching this back tunnel. Shining Point, Rainworks, Updog, all rushing to objective as they should. This is a very quick-paced objective if you're not careful. Good nades covering out lane 3. JK Enthusiast and Bravo as well as Chaos pushing up. Looks like Glamrock's going to push up and overextend and get picked off in exchange for it. Shining Point holding angle on objective. Smokes are out. Going to put a little pressure on Vipers. RGM not pushing off the smokes, just using the smokes as pressure. Rainworks holding that long cross. Let's see it from his angle. Let's see how good this peek is. Yep, holding behind the door. He might be peeking the door. He's going to give callouts to his team. That's a swing out. Didn't check his right first. That Thick makes the cross. He gets picked off in the crossfire. RGM up 5-3, and they have a full 4-man push across lane 1. They have full control of lane 1. Now Vipers has to cover every single angle because RGM could be coming from every single angle. Chaos coming up from behind. That Thick, Updog holding that back position. Updog's going to get JK Enthusiast. 3 people on objective. 4v3 RGM at the moment. Shining's going to be swinging back in. That Thick's going to punish him for it. Now we just have In Carry and Updog left. Chaos is going to make a push in. He's checking carefully, making his peeks. Swings out, gets picked off. That's going to be the refrag from Bravo. It's going to be a trade. Bringing it down to 2v1. Updog's going to get Jester. That thick. Now a 2v1 again, where once it was a 2.5v1. Updog's going to go back for that res on Cherry. Nope, he's going to get finished off. Updog now knows that thick's in the area. Updog's going to play the slow peek on that thick's going to play the slow peek on Updog. Bravo is going to be coming in from the center lane. If they have a correct kill count, they know there's one left, and he's on objective. There is no capping on this. Their only option is to kill him if they have any util at all, or if they can farm util off bodies. That would be the play. I hear a util going off. Or is that weapons? That's weapons changing. Oh, I got so excited for a second. That thick. He's going to be pushing up. Carefully checking these peaks. There's the util. He's going to check the center. Oh, smoking out the center. Now he can peek the Updog position. And that's going to be the trade. Round 1 goes RGM. Vipers losing control of lane 1 cost them the match. Their lane 1 holds in these back areas. That's not what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Their lane 1 holds on this back area got antsy and started rushing around instead of holding the objective position, therefore losing lane 1 and causing RGM to be able to steamroll the rest of Vipers on that push. Definitely where they fell apart. That being said, Vipers holding very strong on objective at the end, 3v5, and managed to bring it down to almost a 2v2 and then back to a 1v2. Very well done. Here are your... Oop, that's not the button. That's the button. Here are your scores. That thick 3-1. Currently top fragging for each team. Updog 3-1 for Vipers. There you are. All right, all right, all right. Where are we at? Okay, we should be getting ready to go any minute now. I'm going to see how RGM does defending this objective and how Vipers decides to make this push. Are they going to go heavy aggressive like RGM did not, or are they going to play it slow like RGM did, clear out those lanes and get in a different push in? Only time will tell. This objective on cargo is one of the most cappable objectives. You can cap from behind this tank over here and from behind this box over here. Two very common cap spots on this. Okay. Holy cow. All right. We are live. Let's see the positions. That thick, Bravo, Chaos, all pushing towards objective as they should. That is an M203. I'm hoping that was a smoke and not a high explosive, because high explosives are not allowed on small maps. Shots fired from lane 3. Shining's going to be pushing in. Anybody have the angle? JK, Bravo holding lane 1 from that back position. That thick and Jester holding the cross. Bravo is going to get pick off on Glamrock, Foxy, Shining Point, and Rainworks. Rainworks pushes across, makes it in onto his buddy's body. Bravo is going to swing out on him. Rainworks is just going to push in the open, manages to get the kill anyway. JK doesn't refrag. JK, what are you doing back there? Waiting for a miracle. That thick holding his discipline. Jester holding the same. JK waiting for his chance to swing. He has to hear audio at this point. I am sorry that I'm not switching over to lane 4, but I gotta see what's going on over here. That should have been a refrag and a half, and nothing is happening still. All right, Rainworks is just going to walk around for free. InCherry is going to smoke out the objective. JK finally swings out, gets Rainworks. InCherry and Shining Point both putting their way across, and here's a surprising push. Updog slowly crawling through. He's going to check every corner, pre-fire, just to be sure nobody's in that dark corner. That's going to alert that thick and the rest of RGM that he's in that area. He's going to take that position and reposition to a new one. That is a good decision after clearing that. Oh, never mind. He's going to come right back into it. All right. InCherry's pushing up. He's about to get into the line of fire with both Jester, Thick, and Chaos. Updog, making the timing actually really nice. Notice that they're coming up at the same time now. JK is still holding that back building. Boom! Chaos is going to get the pick on Cherry. All right. He's calling out the potential for a cap. Updog's going to get the shot on Jester. Shining and Updog both pushing in hard now. Flash is on objective. Thick, Jester, Chaos, all on objective, and even JK at the back. It is now a 3v2 4v2 RGM. Is somebody knocked? Oh, okay, Jester was knocked. That makes more sense. 4v1. Shining Point gets picked off on the swing, and Jester gonna get the pick on Updog as Updog swings out into the open. RGM takes round 2. An unfortunate push. A great job splitting up the focus on RGM from Vipers, but they didn't really make anything come from it. Here are your scores. Note that Vipers did a good job controlling lane 1, and lane 1 really dropped the ball on their ability to push out, but once they thought they had control of it, they didn't really do anything with it. They didn't push into the back line to start clearing angles, nothing to be able to get lane 4 to push in for free. Had lane 1 taken better advantage of their push, I think lane 4 could have made it in. Still, overall, anybody's game. Cargo, a very tight map. You never know what's going to happen. These rounds are going to be over in the blink of an eye. All right, let's see what the next objective is. We are going to be playing on, is that Death Diamond? It's Death Diamond. Death Diamond, a very, very difficult to defend objective at times. There's a couple of decent cap spots. You can cap from just behind these boxes, but only just, and you can cap from the corner of that wall, but you cannot cap inside of the container. So attempting to capture the objective from inside the container is not going to work. The reason this is called Death Diamond is because everybody in here dies to grenades. There's going to be a pre-grenade somewhere in here, and unfortunately Volk has to play a player in here, or they risk getting capped on. Big lanes to watch out for. You're going to have players that need to cover this long cross inside of here. You're going to have players that need to cover that far lane towards lane 4, which was originally in the last objective focused on. All right, here we go. Vipers got players pushing all the way out to lane 4. Interesting. Look at the amount of smoke coming out from RGM. Bravo is going to get picked with a bullet. Chaos is going to push directly across the middle for free. He's on objective. I don't think Vipers knows it. Oh, there goes the pick from Shining Point onto Chaos. Chaos, you cannot run in for free, it seems. Even more smoke on objective, putting on the pressure. Updog is nowhere near the objective. Glamrock also no longer pushing in. There goes the immediate crash from Vipers trying to get back in on the objective. Flashes out to prevent the cap. So much going on so fast. Thick is going to take out Shining Point. Just like that, Vipers has 1.5 players versus RGM's 3.5. JK goes down for the knock on the trade. No, that's not a trade. He just gets down. Updog's going to get the down, but doesn't finish the kill. Jester pushing up towards Updog now. Updog's going to finish off the kill finally. That Thick's got the cross. He's in position to cap now. He doesn't know it. It is currently 3 versus 1. That Thick in position to cap. If they have good trigger discipline and they know how many players are left, he could get the cap for free right here. Needs to be audible callouts from Rainworks. That's not going to happen. Updog holding a position on objective, but that position is not going to cover him. Let's see it from Updog's point of view, because I am curious. He is not going to see that Thick. There is 0 chance of that. Updog's going to start pushing his way out, but that Thick could have capped about 3 times already by now. Well, let's see if he goes for it. That's going to be the util push out. That's the cap. He's calling it out. Bravo is going to push in and clear that cap. Why are they going for kills? This could have been a cap a couple times already now. Yep, couldn't have said it better myself. Just cap. Get in the corner and cap. Yep. Get around it. That should be the code. He is holding his hand right now. You got this. Updog is just letting it happen. This is definitely going to be the round for RGM. Cargo not going well for Vipers. Updog should be crashing right now. Why is he still staying there? Maybe he doesn't have a proper number. He could think that there are less players up than there are, and he doesn't want to give his position away. But at that point, you need to be on the objective. Fastest cap of the century, 20-second cap. And just for good measure, there goes down Updog. All right. I don't know what to tell you on that one, folks. That, okay. Here are your scores. I don't know what to say about that. Not a single person on objective. You want to crash before you get capped on. That's just you want to die before you cap. End of story. I don't know about that. Hold on one sec. I'm noticing something. Well, let's fix that. Ta-da. Okay. Sorry, I had to fix something. All right. Man, I don't know what to tell you. That was interesting. Updog dropping the ball at the end. 5-2 though. Currently top KD for Vipers. Great at getting shots, not so great at the decision-making portion. We're going into map number 2. It's going to be Subway. Subway, a big fan favorite for any Onward fans. It's just a very close quarters, yet medium-sized map. So there's lots of CQB. And then obviously when you're clearing the pathways down below, there is a lot to be had. When you're down here on this train station, there's tons of long angles. It's just got a little bit for everybody. First objective is going to be, is this basement objective, it seems. Where's my basement camera? I don't have a basement camera. Oh, that's on me. All right. So first objective is going to be on the bottom platform here, where I should have set up a camera a while ago, but didn't. Professional streamer. Platform objective. Very, very favorable towards Volk. Gives Volk a huge advantage because there are only 3 ways in. You have either stairwell and you have this back access tunnel back here. That is it. You're going to see a lot of players from Volk that push out into this back access tunnel, especially here in North America. You're going to see a lot of aggressive plays where players will push out here to make sure players can't get in, and they will either push up to, let's see if they end up playing it, these generators here and hold a gnarly little peak over the top of here. So you do have to watch out for that. Or, gosh dang, okay. Or you're going to see players that will play this back hallway. Either one is viable. Back hallway is decent for getting the last minute peaks if you feel good about your swings and catching people in the back when it comes time. And then, of course, you can just hold back on position. When Marsoc makes it to around here, this is a bit of a safe space for them. Once they've gotten here, they can start slowly picking away your defense. So you don't want Marsoc to get to this point. Big problems for defensive team is going to be up on this main area. Oh, come on. There we go. Up on the platforms, you're going to have to deal with a lot of sight picture for Marsoc to clear. You have so many little tunnels that you can have players peeking out from, and you have to clear all of them before you make it down safely. Going to be interesting to see. Let's see how far along we are. Still one left. That thick. Looks like we're getting started soon. Yes, we are. All right. Beautiful. Okay. RGM on Volk this time, playing on the bottom objective, watching all those angles, and Updog clearly looking for a cigarette, and that couldn't have meant anything else. Definitely a miner asking for a cigarette. All right. That thick, Bravo, both pushing out towards, it appears to be Access red room. No. That thing's going to come back in. All right, all right. Let's see. That is going to be the slow push for access tunnel from Shining Point. Rainworks, where are you? You are pushing Horseshoe. So we've got 2 pushing Horseshoe and 3 pushing Underground Access Tunnel. Not a bad push at all. Gives them the chance to start clearing out all the sections up top from Horseshoe, and the 3 on Access Tunnel will be able to push in. Interesting to see that nobody on RGM... Oh, whoa, I'm outside of the map. There we go. Nobody on RGM actually pushing out into Access Tunnel, which is totally valid as well. The only problem is it does allow Marsoc the chance to get into position that you don't want to get into. Of course, Vipers doesn't know this, and they're used to playing against it, it seems, because they are playing Access very slow and cautiously. I am not against that. Let's take a look at it from their angle and see him clear these corners. Very slow, making sure not to make any footsteps. Again, I like this. 3 minutes 20 on the clock. They have plenty of time to get to the objective. It is not far in the least bit, and they are taking every second they have. Cherry in position to get the refrag on Updog should he go down here. They're playing it really cautiously. I want to get an eye on Horseshoe, but I know there's not going to be any action there because nobody is covering Horseshoe. It appears they are 5 strong from RGM on the objective. Nobody covering the top areas, which is going to favor them, actually, because these slow clears from Vipers are going to waste a lot of precious time that they don't realize they don't have to waste, which is kind of nice. Updog's going to be pushing in. He's getting to the position where things are going to get spicy real quick, real soon. He's got his tablet out as he approaches, making full footstep noises. Oh boy, let's see this from Bravo's point of view. Bravo's going to make that hold. Updog swinging it carefully, checking each corner, getting into position. That's going to be the pick. You got to pre-fire that. If you're going to swing out there, you're going to get into those positions. You got to assume somebody's back there. Cherry doesn't know what to do next. He's just going to stay there for a second, consider his options. He's going to hold and wait for a swing. That swing is not going to happen, it seems. Bravo holding position back there. He is currently exposed as far as where he is. So if they refrag on that swing, they got a good chance of taking him down. It doesn't appear that they're going to attempt it. Glamrock Foxy is now in position at the south stairwell. Shining in position to push up with him. That thick, holding that angle. Right. Rainworks pushing towards the tunnel back there to make sure that nobody's... We're not going to talk about it. Glamrock pushing down cautiously. He's going to get right into that thick soon. Cherry's going to get the swing on Bravo. That's what he should have done right from the get-go. Very nice. Glamrock's going to get picked in the back if he swings this slowly. That thick's holding the position. That's going to be Glamrock down. Cherry now in position. He has control of Red Room. And he's getting shot at from JK Enthusiast and that thick soon. Let's get that angle. There we go. Works is going to swing out a little bit. That thick had to have seen him. Here comes the swing. That's going to be the head peek. Beautiful little bit of peekaboo. Cherry, that's going to get the pick as well. You need to watch that area. That is 3 down. All right, Shining Point, last one up. He's going to smoke out the objective and really go for that cap. He's got a fast enough cap, then maybe he's got a chance at it. So that's the smoke and flash and swings right into the pre-fire. That was exactly it. That pre-fire was the difference maker. All right. Here are your scores. RGM takes the first round, but that is a very Volk favorable objective. Strong start. All right. Sorry, I keep going back and forth on whether or not I can read chat. I should open this up in a separate window, but I'm lazy. Do they need a reserve? I don't believe so. It looks like we're 5 on 5. EMP better win. Oh, the pressure's on. All right. Round 2 is going to be a little bit different. We're going to have RGM on the offense and Vipers on defense. Also, I don't have team names. Whoops, I didn't fix that. Give me 1 second. All right. I want you all to study the details of the objective while I do this. Really get to know every nut and bolt. Did you study it? Did you know there are moving parts? It's dangerous. Okay. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. We're not going to talk about that. All right. Same objective, roles reversed. Let's see how Vipers handle this objective. Last round, RGM played the entirety of their team on the objective. No chance for a cap, refused to be capped on. Death before cap. Now we've got Vipers. Let's see how they decide to push this. All right, well, let's get eyes on Rainworks. Looks like he's pushing over to Red Room with Cherry. Okay. Interesting. He's going to hold a position inside of the little cage there next to Red Room with a teammate holding where Bravo was playing earlier on that corner cross. Looks like they're playing 5 strong on objective as well. Let's see if RGM is going to pick up on that and play a little more aggressively. Jester appears to be the one pushing Red Room along with Thick and Chaos. Actually, are they all playing Red Room? Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like all of RGM pushed down into Underground. Let's see how that works for them. I get the feeling this is about to get very exciting very fast. 5 people strong on this push. If they simply trade on refrags, they still get to the objective this way, although with this many players on objective, it appears this might not work for them. Checking their corners. Any look-arounds for potential? Yes, okay. So a very common strat you see on this is a C4, either by the lights or hidden behind this beam here. Luckily, that wasn't the case for RGM, but if there was and they didn't check for it, that would have cost them 3 players. They are all very tight together. In this game, explosives are dangerous. Watch your danger close. If you are too close to your teammate to the point where an explosive would take you both out, that is not good. No bueno. Rainworks, Cherry, both holding. Cherry's going to be holding first. That Thick's going to push out. Let's get the angle from Cherry. He's going to be holding this peak. I can't see anything because I'm in the wall. There we go. Chaos going to peek out. Jester is going to swing. Chaos is going to refrag him because he shot at the player swinging. That's going to be a refrag from that Thick. Boom. Just like that. 2 players down. 2 players down. 43 is the accurate kill count. Shining Point now has to hold this by himself. He's in a good position that they might not check, but that Thick is going to be kissing the ground here. He's going to be slowly pushing up so that Shining Point can't get an angle on him even if he wanted to. It looks like Bravo and JK are both going to take full advantage of the fact that there's lots of noise at Red Room. They're going to get up into position. That's going to keep the 2 players holding on point, locked in position because they cannot peek out now. If they peek out, they're going to give up the fact that they have players above them. Let's see it from Glamrock's perspective, all the way over here on objective. Glamrock holding next to the bench over here. Bench is a great spot because you get a little pixel peek underneath it. That's going to be a preemptive flash from Updog, making sure there's no ghost on objective. I suspect he's worried somebody may have made it to objective without him seeing, but I think that's a moot point with Shining Point back there. That's okay. That's just, let's use our flash just in case. Okay, so that's 3 util gone from Vipers in exchange for nothing. Shining Point's going to get the down on that thick off of that. Let's see if he hard pushes it. He heard the knock, but that's the res. Couldn't get it in time. Pre-fires as he swings out. Shining a great frag grenade, but he couldn't make anything happen out of it. That's what I'm talking about. He's going to push out into that stick, and that's going to be the pick back. That is an almost accurate kill count. 3 versus 1.5 as opposed to 2. That's going to be the pick to end it. RGM just puts too much pressure in too many ways and manages to get the key difference being here. Let's talk about this for a second. The key difference between these two pushes, aside from the fact that they went 5 red room, is players were pushing up ready to refrag each other. You notice after that initial swing, one player went down, the other player came out, took him down in exchange. One player went down, the other player came out, took him down in exchange. If you can't make anything happen off of your util or off of your players going down, then you're going to end up having empty trades where players go down and don't get anything back in return. Or you lose your util and you don't get anything back. Very good push off of RGM. A little risky with that many players going in one spot, but it did seem to work out for them once 2 split off. Very interesting. All right. Next objective is going to be, is that Main Street or Lanterns? I think it's Lanterns. Okay. Lanterns objective. Great thing about Subway is you get a little bit of every map in this one map. Notice now we're outdoors. We're no longer inside of a train station. Lanterns, a very, I'd say even objective. For Volk, there's a lot of angles to watch. You have to watch the north stairs back here, this long death corridor, and you have to watch the entire main street, as well as the alley back here. The red light district is the appropriate name. Red light district has 2 ways in, either underground or back from here. Looks like they're starting it a little preemptive. Who needs planning, I guess? All right, RGM is going to be on defense on Lanterns. It appears that Vipers is going to get the faster of the 2 spawns on North Stairs. Let's see if they take full advantage of the North Stairs push and go that way, or if they split off. There's the call-outs. They should be splitting off. Glamrock, Foxy, Rainworks, both pushing towards either South Stairs or Underground, while we have 3 strong going on North Stairs. Anybody pushing out from North Stairs on RGM? No, they're going to hold on objective. No need to push out, it seems. That's going to be util out, a nade early in the round. That's going to give away to the entirety of RGM that they got the fast spawn underneath here on North Stairs. RGM should be adjusting accordingly if that's the case. Looks like the rest of Vipers is pushing towards South Stairs. If I can find the player name. That's Rainworks. Okay. Rainworks pushing up the South Stairs. I want to get eyes on this. Let's see if they push up in time to be able to keep up with their North Stairs compatriots. North Stairs taking it nice and slow so South Stairs can catch up to Main Street. They have to clear all of Main Street and make it to Lanterns before North Stairs decides to make a push. 4 minutes on the clock, though they have plenty of time to do it. Pre-fire coming out. Who is that from? That's that thick. Pre-firing down the North Stairs because they have smoked the entirety of North Stairs. That thick, using the objective as cover. Don't die. Call-outs. That's what I'm talking about. The best advice of the year. Don't die. Cherry is going to get those peaks. Smoke is gone now. That thick's going to have the angle. Gets a hit on Cherry, but Cherry's going to be able to heal that off. Good call-outs. He's holding that pixel peak like a madman. Gets the pick on Updog. Updog full dead. That's going to be the smoke on objective. That thick's going to flash in response. He's going to make those call-outs, but he is locked in here. They are pre-firing at the objective, so he is pinned down. Nothing he can do about that situation, but he can still give out the call-outs. JK holding that back corner. JK should probably move up to a position to watch for cap because you can cap from right there next to the dumpster. There it is. That's going to be the flash and pullback. That'll slow them down just enough. Let's see, where's the rest of Vipers? Did they all just... Oh, all right. Vipers is all dead. It's just 2 left pushing North Stairs, 5 up on RGM. I apologize for missing all of that. Chaos going to get the pick on Shining Point from the back. And that's going to be the last pick from that thick. Half the team died, and I wasn't even looking. It appears the South Stairs push has not functioned. North Stairs, unfortunately, just couldn't get it done, couldn't get through all that power. Holding the objective that thick is just too hard to hit in response. Here are your scores. What a round. It looks like an uphill battle at the moment for Vipers. Really having a struggle here, trying to push up and at least take a single round so far. Just a couple of just unnecessary mistakes. Everybody has off days, but definitely need to work on just those automatic responses of getting the refrags and ensuring that you're next to the objective, especially on Volk. When you're that far from objective and last up, you should be next to the objective or on their way. All right, looks like we had a little bit of a player swap. Lord is going to be switching in for Vipers. Swapping and switching. That's what it's called, swapping. All right. Curious to see, with the roles reversed, how this is going to go. Vipers taking that push and going 3 strong on North Stairs, smoking it out, but unfortunately unable to do anything with the smoke. As a general rule, you don't want to smoke yourself out. If you're going to smoke out North Stairs, you want your smoke to land around here. This way you could start taking positions or moving up, or at least get some control. Yes, they're going to have to pre-fire through the smoke, but at least you can get to a decent position. All right, let's see how Vipers plays it. RGM going to get the exact same spawn. Nobody knows what he's saying, but it's provocative. All right, 2 pushing down North Stairs, Glamrock and Rainworks. Never mind, they're just going to hold positions. RGM gets North Stairs spawn and says, nope, we're not doing that. All 5 of them pushing away from North Stairs. 1, 2, 3, where's the rest of them? Where are you? Oh, Horseshoe. That's why I can't see them. All right, so we got 2 pushing Horseshoe, and the rest are pushing South Stairs. They're going to have to make the long Main Street crawl to make it up there. But without anybody pushing North Stairs, it appears that they're going to have plenty of time because North Stairs doesn't have to worry about putting or taking any pressure at all. This means that they have 2 people pushing Horseshoe at their leisure and 2 people pushing South Stairs at their leisure, and eventually they're going to meet up and start clearing each other's corners. I think that is a much stronger push than what Vipers tried to play on the last round, having 3 strong in the North Stairs. That being said, one on the North Stairs might have been a good call just to have them at the ready once they've given up their focus on North Stairs. That way you can split their attention to their rear. I am curious, actually. Shining Point is holding on the objective. So is Inchari and Rainworks holding North Stairs. Glamrock holding a very meta position in this back corner. It is very dark and hard to see, so your best bet is to use your util to clear it for you, because you are going to have a tough time just straight up swinging it. Lord Shining, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. A very objective heavy defense for Vipers. Not a bad idea, but when you're 3-0, I think getting capped on is the least of your worries. Maybe having a little extra aggression would have thrown RGM off their game here. They are now slow clearing Main Street, but again, danger close. You don't want to be that close together. If there is one C4 on this wall anywhere, all 3 players die. That thick Chaos going to push up from Horseshoe. Here we're talking about them meeting up now. Now they're 5 strong. They know they've taken Main Street. Are they going to push towards South Stairs or towards Red Light District to split their focus? That's an early C4. I think that's Glamrock Foxy. Catches nobody. That thick and Chaos next to each other on the push. That thick gets the refrag on Glamrock as Glamrock takes down Chaos. Now 4v4. RGM's now pushing Red Light District. That's going to split the attention. It looks like North Stairs is now crashing. That is a good call on Rainworks, crashing down to the objective. That thick's going to get the flash out. Bravo pushing up with him. Look at these positions. Boom, that's going to be a pick from Jester on the back. Now Shining Point has to watch both his back and his front, and you don't have eyes in the back of your head. You're going to have to choose one or the other at all times. Cherry is going to be holding that position. Rainworks needs to get back to objective. He is too far away to do anything right now. Here we go. That thick, pushing up. Let's get an eye on these peaks. Jester is on his left. All right, you got your red light district players pushing in, putting pressure on. Bravo and that thick putting more pressure on. Main Street and red district are hard to defend at the same time. However, if they hold discipline and they have a person covering each, they might have a chance. That being said, Vipers is going to have a struggle here. It looks like they are clearing up util and getting position. Cherry's going to get JK. Jester, no refrag. Cherry's also going to get that thick, and then Bravo's going to get the refrag on Cherry. Cherry's going to actually get the down on Bravo. Looks like he's full. Oh, he's down. Okay. That is the trade. Jester is going to get the pick. That Molotov buying Vipers just enough time for Rainworks to get back to position. Now it's just Jester and Rainworks. 1.5v1. Can Vipers take a round? That's going to be the refrag on the finish on Bravo, and he's going to push up Main Street, because why not? Don't know what that play was. If you had pushed up Main Street and there was a player there, you die. If there wasn't a player there, you've done nothing. Jester is going to be pushing in now. Rainworks holding direct on objective. He's going to peek the side. No, he's not good, because Jester is holding that angle and holding it tight. Now he's checking his corners. While he's checking his corners, there's a chance for onward timing for Rainworks to swing in, but Rainworks doesn't know that. Hindsight is 20/20. We can see everything they cannot. Rainworks pushing back to Main Street, putting his back to Main Street. That is risky business on the best of days. He is really trusting that Red Room decided not to swing back. Rainworks going to go loot some bodies. Jester might have heard the audio. Jester is pushing into lanterns for free and now has the stronger position. He's now defending the objective. Oh no! The timer! We weren't even paying attention to the timer, let alone RGM. Timer ran out while he wasn't looking, and that was the end of the round. Vipers takes a round. Let's go. My goodness. Okay. That came down to the wire, which is what you want to see. We want to see more of those. RGM, a really good push on lanterns, really forcing a split focus. Vipers holding actually a really strong defense. Their North Stairs player should have rotated back a lot sooner than he did, though. Speaking of which, here are your scores. You'll see currently nobody is doing excessively big lines aside from that thick on RGM, who is currently going 8-2, getting a lot of picks, especially from that position on that lanterns when he was holding objective. Very nicely done. All right. Platform. Let's talk about platform. This objective is the most Marsoc favorable objective on Subway. You can cap from next to this soda can, behind this pillar, and behind this sign. There are a dozen ways to get to this objective. If you push in from the access tunnel underneath and get up this ramp, it's over. If you can get across this back section and get to the objective and smoke it out, it's over. If you're able to take control of Horseshoe and clear off the players there, it's over. A lot of finish lines on this objective and a lot of very capable positions. Good news for Vipers, they are playing Marsoc on this objective first, which means they have a chance to cap and bring it back up to 3-3. If they can pull that off, they have a fighting chance at trying to defend this objective. RGM, let's see the positions they take to hold this down. This could be very fast or it could be very slow. It looks like we have a couple players that are going towards the south stairs, two of which are going towards underground. JK is going to be the only one holding that underground. If they push up that access tunnel and take out JK, they have free access to the objective if it's not for chaos. That thick, holding horseshoe to make sure they can't push down there, and having an alternate angle on objective. I love that. Jester holding out in the open on here, using this as cover to cover north stairs. That's a weaker north stairs hold, especially if you need to watch south stairs at the same time, but a hold nonetheless. JK is going to get Glamrock Foxy. Looks like Foxy hard pushed in and got punished for it. X-Lord's going to get flashed by JK on the reflash to avoid any refrag. That is a good flash. Use that flash to reposition potentially, but JK is going to hold anyway. He trusts that he can beat anybody trying to swing. Interesting choice. Lord's going to wait. Cherry and Rainworks both pushing towards Horseshoe. We're about to see some action real soon because they are going in loud and hard, that thick, holding that angle. Rainworks coming in first. Here we go. I got my eyes glued to underground to make sure nothing happens here. Let's see if he pushes in. It looks like he is. Rainworks getting picked off by that thick. That should be the refrag, but he's not close enough to do it in time. That's going to be the flash. He is fully blinded. That chick should be swinging. That's the swing. There it is for that. That is going to be -2 on Horseshoe. Let's see. Looks like Lord decided not to push up. Oh, made some noise. Threw some explosives. Shining is going to take out Jester. Where was Shining? Shining takes out Jester at... Where the heck are we? Oh, are we at South Stairs? Oh, I see. So Shining's going to take out Jester, who was holding that outer position near that thick. Again, that's what I was calling out. When you're watching that north angle and your south angle is completely exposed like that, you need to be watching the south angle and then changing the north angle once in a while. Your main focus should not have been on your non-weak point. Shining, watching his back to make sure he doesn't get flanked on. Lord's going to get picked off from that thick, holding that horseshoe angle and taking out tons of kills. Shining's going to smoke out South Stairs, so all of RGM knows where he is. He needs to make that worth it. JK holding strong on objective and waiting. That thick. Let's get eyes on this. That thick sees the smoke. He knows to watch towards South Stairs. Double checking to make sure we have eyes on uplink. That is a good call out. Every once in a while, this is a very Marsoc heavy objective. You want to make sure you can see the uplink and you don't see any smoke and you know all the calf spots. Shining's going to be pushing out into Bravo anytime now. Well, let's see it from Bravo's angle because he can get the first shot on him. Shining pushes across. He's going to take it easy. Actually, Chaos might get the first shot on him. Oh, and there it is. Chaos gets the pick. RGM wins 4-1 on Subway. Vipers manages to get a round off of RGM. Very hard fought round for sure. Here are your scores. That thick, clearly jumping out here at 11-2 with his pedigree that makes sense. Glamrock Foxy 1-5 and Lord 0-2 coming in late in the rounds. Nothing else really stands out to me overall. Some standard KDs, what you want to see. Jester also going 5-1, getting lots of good picks from his positions, holding his discipline. You'll love to see that. That is Subway down. Can't wait to see what the next map is. All right. One second.
I hate this.
Sorry about that. It occurred to me that I hadn't had game audio on. I turned it off for it clashing with music earlier, and I forgot to turn it back on. That's alright. It's just gunshots. We're fine. Okay. Next map is going to be Quarantine. Good old Q1. A very long-range map. Main goal on this map is picking off players. First objective is going to be... Oh, interesting. It's going to be a truck objective. This objective out in the hills is over by what we call AC building because of all the AC units up top. Main goal on this objective is to control the main sight lines, making sure Marsoc can't make it across this back sight picture, can't make it across this open sight picture by AC, and can't make it across this back line. If you can defend those 3 lines, you can defend the objective. Marsoc has a great deal of spawns that they can spawn in on this map, on this objective. They can spawn in the eastern side, the southeastern side, the south side, and even the southwest side. So Volk is going to have to pay very close attention to where Marsoc starts and how they can adjust accordingly. Getting word my replays were working. Hold on. We're gonna get a weird replay where it's just images of me scrolling around. Let's see if it works. Aha, okay. It does work. I had the hotkey set wrong. We're not gonna talk about it. Alright. So it is gonna be RGM on Marsoc. RGM on Marsoc, there we go, caps lock. And Vipers playing Volk. Here we go, let's see where the spawns are.
We're gonna absolutely
That's
bomb
going
rush.
to be southwest spawn. We're going to be spawning over by the Broken Plain. Arguably one of the better spawns they could have gotten. It gives you a lot of early aggression towards the objective. You can push straight towards AC and you can push towards Broken Plain building and get some control. Well, let's see where they decide to push. 1, 2, 3, pushing Broken Plain. 4, 5, all pushing Broken Plain. Okay, so they're all going to be coming from the west side. That's going to be early aggression from Cherry and Glamrock. Now the entirety of Vipers knows the position RGM is coming from. Bravo is going to get the pick on Cherry. Glamrock holding it down as best they can. Solo uses his body to cover. That is, he's not clipping inside it, therefore illegal. But if he was inside the body, holding it down as best they can, using the blood shots from his teammate to cover. Chaos gonna get revived from the one bullet that hit him.
Yeah, one of our guys died, but I'm alive.
Glamrock calling out multiple kills, didn't get a single one, unfortunately. Rainworks almost taking off Glamrock's head for his troubles. He's going to be repositioning behind. RGM
Coming from over here.
pushing towards plane building, getting full control of it. JK holding that angle. Bravo, Jester coming in from inside. That thick's going to be pushing out on Glamrock. Glamrock's going to get the swing on that thick. Chaos is going to get the refrag. Glamrock fully dead. Chaos, Jester, Bravo pushing in, and JK pushing into building. Yep, that's going to be a reposition from Chaos. Rainworks holding that back angle, waiting for them to push up and preemptively smoking it so that he can reposition. I don't know about the smoke. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It does provide some weird visual cover. Shining holding direct on objective. He is their anchor. Lord pushing back to make sure they didn't get flanked. Great that he's crashing here. Rainworks pushing up now. Things are about to get exciting. He calls out. Bravo, Bravo is going to get the pick. Good swing, but unfortunately just not accurate enough on that. Too much spray, not enough prey. Alright, Chaos pushing up to AC building now. He's going to start clearing corners. Jester appears to be... JK appears to be holding his back so he can clear even more from back there. Needs to start moving up soon. Jester, that's where I saw him pushing up there. Danger close. Bravo is going to be holding that back corner. He's going to swing. Shining. He's going to pick off Shining. Lord's going to take off Bravo in exchange. Shining goes full down. Lord, only one left for Vipers. RGM 3v1. Lord, direct on objective. Die before cap. You need to push out there and die, then get capped on. Chaos going to push up to the smoke. That is a grenade. Lord's going to get Chaos in the smoke. Went for the cap. Can't fault him. And Lord's going to push out. Death before cap. That could have gone poorly for Vipers, but luckily their last player holding direct on objective to make sure that they cannot get capped on. A much better improvement over the first map. Ladies and gentlemen, here are your scores. Lord going 2-1 for Vipers. Glamrock Foxy breaking even. Bravo getting 3 kills on the first round. Chaos and Jester your other kills on RGM. Very nicely done. Note that Vipers pushed out onto the west side to make sure that RGM did not get that west side spawn. A very good decision right off the bat to immediately figure out where players are and what you need to watch for. Some changes here. Okay. Next round. Okay. So we see Vipers gets the northeast spawn this time. Just as fast of a spawn, but in a different way entirely. RGM is going to have 3 strong pushing out. That is going to be a HE frag, actually legal on this map. All the long-range maps, you are allowed to use M203 launchers with high explosives, but that is going to let all of RGM know that Vipers is pushing from the east side. Jester and Bravo do not need to be that far back out. Bravo recognizing that and pushing back in. Jester's going to hold a position up on the pipes. Chaos and Glamrock are going to get into it. Chaos appears to have gotten flashed, pre-fires, and Foxy's going to swing out onto him. Chaos full dead. Glamrock's going to get the push in. JK, the only one holding on objective here.
That was scary. You got that covered?
The nerves showing, but he had it done.
I'm hoping. I'm gonna move in. No. Okay.
All right, pushing out into the open, getting those little peeks and checked out. A little tentative on the push.
Okay.
Playing cautiously. Nothing wrong with a healthy dose of caution as long as it doesn't stop you from getting the job done. That thick's gonna get Lord, punish him for going out in the open. That's gonna be the push from Glamrock. He's gonna get shot back from JK. JK appears to have taken a hit from Glamrock. Glamrock shots are on point. That thick holding from AC. Glamrock's gonna pick off JK and get the finish. Nobody on objective now. Bravo is gonna pick off Shining Point. Where was Shining Point? That thick's gonna pick off Glamrock. Glamrock overextends. Should have gone behind the wall. They're now pushing out in the open. That thick appears to have taken a hit in the process. Cherry playing it nice and slow from the back, terrified of potential players from up top, Jester being one of them. That thick holding position from AC. Brainworks about to peek over his teammate's dead body. As a general rule, never step on a friend's body. If you step on a friend's body, you're going to get killed by the same person that killed them. He's going to smoke out the body and rotate around to the back to get to Cherry. Cherry not in the strongest of positions. I don't know about that rotate. He could have rotated to the wall and started getting closer to objective. Maybe put some pressure on RGM. Vipers currently 2-3. RGM 3 players up. Bravo going to be swinging back in, as he should crash in this position. 2 minutes 20 on the clock. If Vipers had a player come around the back, they'd be coming around now, and it appears they haven't. RGM seems to be aware of this. That's going to be the flashes from that thick. Assuming that there's a player still by AC, does not pick anybody off. Had they been slow walking though, that timing would have been on point. Cherry Rainworks gonna have to make something happen. 1 minute and 48 on the clock. Not a lot of time to work with. Well, let's see what they do with it. They appear to be in a stalemate, but time is of the essence. You can't sit around when there's 1 minute 30 on the clock. You need to start making plans or start enacting something. Rainworks pushing up. Cherry, Rainworks pre-fires. Forcing Jester down. That Thick's going to pick off Cherry in punishment. That Thick has had a strong position on AC that has not been contested. Rainworks pushes up, but he gets picked off by Bravo. Bravo's got That Thick's back. And that is going to be RGM. Round 2 on Q1. Here are your scores. Well played indeed. Okay. Vipers making the aggressive push off the start, going out in the open, not realizing just how many angles they have to clear if they're going to push across that road. Definitely cost them some bodies. Well, let's take a look at our positions here. Vipers spawns in this position. From the moment you hit go and you get to this position, you have an angle to be shot from all the way back at White Car. So just clearing across this is a hurdle in its own. Then you make it over here and you have to watch for AC. AC has an angle on this entire cross. So now you have to worry about that. They did a good job pushing into this back section. They cleared out the back section, took out all the players, got this far, and instead of peeking from behind this wall over here and making a new position, they came up into the open and once again opened themselves up to both AC and crashed building. If you're going to make this push, do it behind the wall. You have so many options once you get back behind that wall to smoke out. Alright, roles are reversed. Let's see the spawns.
Don't round reset. It's them.
It's them. I hope they don't round reset.
Looks like round resets are being talked. So yes, Lord did not make it in. Currently Vipers has 4 players up. If they don't recognize this and continue the round, that means they're going to play with 4 versus 5. If they recognize and reset the round, they can have their 5th player back. They have 5 seconds left to do it. They don't know. They didn't do a body count at the start of the round and therefore are down a player. Okay, 5 versus 4. RGM on Marsoc, getting the slower of the south spawns. There's one spawns that comes a little closer. Objective is going to be not crash site, broken building. Boom, Glamrock's gonna get the pick. Glamrock holding through the windows on
just out of the
hospital.
garage building here.
That pick in the open gets picked off and punished for it. Glamrock's gonna get 2 picks. RGM pushing up slowly to reach up. All 5 players made that same push. That Thick only down. Looks like he didn't confirm. Forgot his ABCs. Always be confirming. Glamrock's going to push down again. Get pre-fired at, and that's going to cost him this time. Did not hold the angle. Got pre-fired out. 4v3 almost looked like it was about to be a 4v... I guess a 4v3 still. Shining Point's gonna get the pick on That Thick. Shining Point playing from Burning Building Center. Let's get their angle. They're gonna reposition to a new position from Burning Building. Hopefully this wall here. He's going to call out -2. Doesn't realize it's only minus... Oh, no, it is -2. He's going to start pushing out from the bottom here. Getting a new position. I am not against that. That is a great reposition. Got to pick with his position. Happy with it. Move to a new one. That's what you want to see. All right. RGM playing it really slow to get across here. Chaos holding the line.
All right.
Hoping their teammates can
Up
get
and move if
across.
you want.
RGM fully stagnated
know a
here in
motherfucker's
Dunes. They need to clear AC. Once AC is clear, they can make this rotate across. Right now, they are very exposed from both AC and the top of Burning Building, and they don't know the Burning Building player has rotated. All right, there's the cross. Finally getting to a new position where they can make something happen. Let's get an angle from Rainworks. Holding broken wall, but an interesting position of it. Really exposing themselves. If they go down on objective, I would hope to see Vipers crashing off that. The second they see Rainworks go down, they need to get to the objective. Although where it stands, they're all at good points. Rainworks decided Shining Point looked at him funny and he wanted to punish him. Changed his mind at the last second. All of RGM now fully into Hospital. With control of Hospital provides a ton of control on the objective. If they get to that top floor, they can start getting picks from up there as well as pushing out. Currently a 3v3 though. This started as a 5v4, mind you. Burning Building, Shining Point still up. He's holding that north angle. Not a bad decision. This late in the round, there's a chance that RGM is up there. 1 minute and 30 on the clock. Rainwork called out from Chaos. Chaos tries to get the pick, manages to miss. He's going to smoke out some of his angle, but not enough of it. JK pushing out Shining, getting a position on Burning Building to see if he can clear out towards Hospital. Rain keeps throwing util back. We're having a util war. Chair playing this back
Just be
area
careful.
still, just in case that there's one flanking. He is not in a position to crash if the objective goes down. At all, in fact. That is terrifying for Vipers. RGM going to be pushing up. He knows Rainworks is there. He knows he has to be careful of that corner. That's going to be the util smoke to cover that line. Needs to watch towards Burning Building.
you.
Shining's going to flash back. Exchanging banter. Jester, JK pushing up. Chaos pushing across the road. Knows he's smoked out the angle that Rainworks has. Rainworks going to overextend. JK takes him down. Just Shining on the objective. Last player needs to crash. Cherry. Oh, there he goes. He's got an angle at least. Should have been there from the get-go to try and help his team. Chaos now trying to take control of Burning Building. He's pre-firing his swings as he pushes up. Cherry is going to get hit in the process in the crossfire. JK on objective. Vipers win because the timer runs out. Unfortunately, RGM took too much time in Dunes, wasted too much time back there in the back of the map. Did not make anything happen. This whole engagement should have happened about 45 seconds sooner. And that's going to cost RGM the round on a 5v4. Here are your scores. Okay. We are waiting on the 5th. Looks like Vipers has lost a player. We're waiting for them to get back in. In the meantime, we've got to sit and fill space. Oh no, engaging with people, I can't. How's everybody doing today? Who's still alive in chat? Who's sick of hearing my voice? I'm not. Okay, I'm a little. Oh, it looks like they're going to start 5v4. I'm going to drop that a little bit. Okay. Me, Dynamo Dad, hello. Good to see you in chat. All right. Same objective, different story. Let's see how RGM plays this versus Vipers on defense. Vipers, let's see if they take their time in the dunes or they decide to make something happen out of it. That Thick's gonna take Burning Building. Chaos gonna take Hospital. He's gonna push out to check for the quick spawn. Jester gonna be holding Anchor on point. A much better position locked into that corner, tucked in. And it looks like JK is going to be taking Crash Site. Right about the time that we are going to see Vipers pushing in soon.
Approaching the garage.
Approaching the garage indeed. Here we go. Viper is going to make contact with Chaos soon. Chaos staying low, it seems, waiting for audio cues. Yes. He's not going to... Oh, he's going to be holding it. There it is. Thought that was strange. There is going to be -1 from Chaos. He gets the pick. Note that he's holding discipline and not moving, although technically a little off the wall there, almost in a legal spot. It can be tough because you can't see your feet. All right, Cherry now much more cautious as he rotates back, but note this, Vipers has taken this position. They got the exact same spawn RGM did, but they are playing it very differently, spread out. A couple of players push through the center. That's going to make the difference because Glamrock Foxy is going to be in a great position to start getting some picks, but they are way overexposing themselves trying to clear corners. Chaos, Thick, and JK all had an angle on them at some point. That is a lot of risky peeking. When you want to clear positions, you clear them one at a time. Expose yourself to one, clear the one. Expose yourself to another, clear the other. Chaos holding the stairwell towards Glamrock. Switches gears and goes back up. Glamrock might have seen it. Yep, he calls it out. Chaos now burned at Hospital. They know where he is. Glamrock holding the angle, gonna take the shots. That's gonna be some more shots from Shining Point. Shining Point, what is the angle they're shooting towards? I see, shooting at JK and Crash Site. That is a long shot to make, and you love to see it. A very nice head peek through the mirror here, using it as a visual cover, and suddenly deciding they wanted to take a nap, laying down. Glamrock gonna be pushing up. Glamrock coming up on Hospital, really trying to clear that out. That Thick, holding discipline. Boom! That's going to be the pick. Chaos gets the pick on Glamrock Foxy at the courtyard. Rotates back down. This whole time, Cherry slowly pushing up. Looks like Dunes appears to be slowing players down. Something to do with the sand. Everybody that makes it over there seems to play it exceedingly slow instead of using their smoke util to get across the road. Shining, holding that back line, really wants to get the pick on JK, but they only have a minute left on the clock. Minute and 30 to get to the objective and capture it is not going to happen. Looks like they have to play for picks. Vipers is currently down 1-2. That is going to be a flash out from Chaos. Might have hit Cherry there, but can't really do anything with it, just to stall him. That Thick. Chaos getting the angles on Cherry. Does not get the pick. He's going to rotate all the way down. Coming at it from a different angle. Very good decision. The flash, giving him the chance to peek it. Now holding this bottom angle, and that is something Cherry is just not going to be able to see coming. A very good reposition from our... I keep wanting to call it parking garage, but it's hospital. I keep confusing people by calling it parking garage. I'm trying to get out of the habit. Chaos. Cherry. Cherry's going to wait with 45 seconds on the clock. He's just going to sit back there and wait. Speaking of which, Shining Point still holding at the back of the map. Okay. Boom. That's going to be the pick from Cherry. Gets Chaos finally. All right. Congratulations. You killed the player at Hospital. What are you going to do next? Because it's certainly not Cap. You are too far away. This is an unfortunate set of circumstances for Vipers. 30 seconds has passed. They've all heard the beeps on their watch, and they don't care. 15 seconds indeed. That thick calling it out. Shining still holding back. Cherry finally making a move towards objective. 5 seconds on the clock, won't matter. JK, let's see if he finally goes down, or does he even get picked off? No, RGM gets the round for free for the same reasons. 4 players up, and nobody had to do anything. A very slow round, something to do with those dunes. I swear, players get there and they freeze. If you're gonna freeze that long at dunes, go around, go somewhere else, go to the middle of the map. Anything else. Push through the bottom. If you're gonna move to dunes, you get across dunes. If you don't cross the dunes, then you go back and find another way. Sitting at those dunes has cost both teams a round so far. Currently, Vipers trying their best with a 4v5. They did indeed take a round on this map at least. Good job, Chaos thing. Hold on. I need to address something. All right. Looks like we're still figuring things out. Down to 3 players for Vipers. I'm not sure if they're just calling it here. Oh boy. It would be unfortunate. Getting as much playtime as possible is always going to be the way to go. Even if it's difficult or uphill, that is going to be the quickest way to get better. It looks like Vipers is going to attempt to play this 3 versus 5. Or is it a visual bug? Well, let's get over there. 1, 2, 3 versus 5. You know what? I respect it. Okay. Hesco's objective. This objective is very Volk favorable. If Marsoc makes it to the Hescos, they cap. End of story. So your goal? Don't let them get to the Hescos. They make it past any of these boxes, you lose. Cherry's going to push down to Broken Plain Sight. It looks like Foxy's going to hold the gas station. I didn't even check to see where RGM spawned. Looks like they got the quick spawn. They spawned in the southeast corner of the map, which means they are going to be here just about the same time that defenders make it to this long rotation here. In fact, you can see each other through that hole at the start of the round. That thick's going to push in and take hospital. JK is going to take the garage and push out for free. Chaos pushing in right behind him. Rest of RGM is right on top. Okay. I'm missing one player. There he is. Looks like Bravo took AC on the far side to see if he can get some picks and clear some way for the rest of his team. Glamrock's going to get the pick on JK. JK goes down. He went out into the open and swung hard. Glamrock holding a beautiful, beautiful angle underneath the car over here. Well, let's see it from their point of view. Ah, yes, the smell of good years. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. This is a beautiful angle to hold off RGM on the push over here in Hospital. Mostly because you are going to be nearly invisible underneath here.
need to cool it.
Love this play. Make sure to shampoo your carpets regularly so they smell nice while you're down there. Boom! Cherry's gonna take out Bravo. Looks like AC is down. RGM, just like that, only has one push left to go. Chaos gonna go in the open and get punished by Glamrock again. Glamrock doesn't have the angle on the center, and it appears that RGM is taking advantage as That Thick is now pushing to Burning Building. A good reposition from RGM, but it is currently a 2 versus 3. Vipers is doing everything they can to not go down without a fight, and I respect that.
We need to work off each other, so if I die, try and get that refrag.
Exactly.
But I think he's in that back alley. You remember when we pushed through the back?
Yeah.
He's probably gonna be there, and there's one in the back left. And this guy's probably going to crack.
Might be.
So one's on our right, one's on our left. That's pretty much where I'm at.
That Thick trying to clear as many corners as possible. Jester, his hype man. RGM only 2 players up versus 3. They're gonna push across for free. This center line just, I don't think it's Viper's fault here. They just don't have enough bodies to cover the center line. Glamrock's gonna switch gears. They know that nobody else is coming from hospital. They're gonna come down to the gas station and cover this cross. That could be really beautiful for them. If they can turn, right behind them, RGM is currently making their last stand and pushing to the objective. Glamrock has no idea. Turn around, you can do it. Onward timing at its finest. In fact, they're stopping to have a chat. Very nice. Glamrock holding the same angle. Oh, just a couple of feet this way. And wait. Nope. Yep, and in the open, That Thick. There it is. Glamrock's gonna get the pick on. There we go. Oh, don't do that to my heart. Viper takes the round 3v5. It looks like they've finally locked in. Let's see where this goes. 2v5. They lose another player. Cherry and Glamrock carrying what's left of the team. Here are your scores. Oh, man. Glamrock really top fragging here, getting a bunch of picks, some very strong positions, and using them effectively. All right. 3-2 RGM currently. Viper is doing everything they can to make that number change. Playing a 3v5 and taking the round. All right, we're about to get into it. Here we go. Roles are reversed. RGM on defense on Heskos. Vipers. Glamrock and Char.
Sorry.
Spirits up. No fear. Quick spawn. Here we go. Let's see how these guys push it.
I'm going left.
Rushing out into the open. Bravo pushing out into gas station. Let's see it from his angle. In control of gas station. Let's see if he can get some picks. This window is a common head peek and a strong one. Let's see if he plays it. That Thick's going to be pushing out to Burning Building. Actually, he might see action before we do. No, he's peeking up towards AC to make sure they didn't get the spawn. Well, let's get back eyes on Bravo. Bravo holding the position. He is going to be checking tablet, double checking things instead of holding an angle. Not sure how I feel about that. And this situation, he could have had players from Vipers already cross past into the center area. Had a player from Vipers decide to make this cross, Bravo would not have seen it, and he would have gone down to onward timing there. That thick, holding burning building, cross towards AC. Bravo, the only one watching the quick spawn at the moment, and because nobody's pushed up on the quick spawn, the easy assumption is that nobody got the quick spawn. Glamrock, loud and proud, pushes up to burning building. That thick hears it. Is that going to be a call out? That's the call out, that thick. Here's Glamrock push up.
Take a good look at the area around me.
Here we go. That thick's waiting for the bush. And that's going to be the pick. Swings to pre-fire to make sure there's nobody else. Calls out the minus. And now it is a 1v5. Flashes for good measure. Just to be sure there's nobody in the back. Slow down any pushers. No chance for a refrag. That's the call out. Chaos holding that back line. Extra flash in the center. That thick needs to be sure that there wasn't a second player with him. He knows there's only 2 players on the other team. He's expecting them to be next to each other. They are not. Pre-fire coming out. Cherry by himself in the hospital. He needs to make a miracle happen. Folks, I don't know what to tell you. It looks like this one is RGM's to lose. Playing 5v2. I want to make a quick shout out though, Vipers, Cherry and my God, he was just here. I am very forgetful. Did I mention that? Glamrock, playing 2v5, doing their best with it, trying to get some worth out of it. I respect the hustle. Beautifully done. Bravos. Not going to have the angle on Cherry. Cherry's going to try and peek as much as possible to see if he can see players on burning building. He knows a player took out his teammate there. It's going to be a gentle peek. Then a more committed one. AC. I didn't notice AC until just now. Who is that on AC? Chaos is playing AC. Let's see it from his angle. He's going to hear the flash go off. Well, let's see if he works to get an angle over there. Does not overexpose itself. I respect the choice. And they're a gentle reminder to watch objective. They're currently 5 up against 1, so they know they are safe being this wide out. I would love to see if one more player goes down or 2 more players go down, an early crash. That's going to be the shots fired. That thick takes a hit in the process.
He can't get to objective without me.
Hospital.
That call out. He knows that the other player cannot get to the objective. There is no need to overpeak. That player has to pick a different line or go down.
Your girls were unforgettable. No.
That thick, having a little jam session while he waits. Let's get eyes on Cherry. Cherry, slow peeking across. Can't get too far away from that window or he gets picked off. He's going to be running into Bravo soon. Bravo's probably heard the call-outs. He's got to be holding that angle by now. My goodness, he can't even get far enough out to get to Bravo without getting picked. Bravo finally gets the pick. RGM takes it 4-2 on Q1. Here are your scores for the night. Overall, a good showing. Some simple mistakes, but if this is Viper's first season in, they're doing just fine. Well done to both teams, and thank you guys for letting me cast. I hope everyone watching enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next game.